Good morning, students. Welcome to Suraj School Bhiwadi. Today we are going to begin a new chapter, that is chapter number 2, polynomials. Okay, we are using the book NCERT, and today we will discuss two topics, that is introduction and polynomials in one variable. So let us start. So in your book you have seen that in chapter number 2 we have the following learning objectives. What we have to study in this chapter: introduction, then we have to study the polynomials in one variable, then we will study about zeros of polynomial, then remainder theorem, then factorization of polynomials, and second last algebraic identities, and at last summary. So today we are going to discuss the first two topics, that is introduction and polynomials in one variable. So beta, whenever you are going through any chapter, you must go each and every line, that whatever is written in the book is written by the experts of team. So each and every word is important. So let us have a grasp of chapter number 2, exercise 2.1. First is introduction. You have studied algebraic expressions, their addition, subtraction, multiplication, division in your earlier classes. You also have studied how to factorize some algebraic identities, and you may have across these three identities, that is x square plus y square plus 2xy, then x minus y square, x square plus y square minus 2xy, and then x square minus y square is x plus y minus x minus y, and their use in factorization. Okay, so in this chapter we shall start our study with a particular type of algebraic expression called a polynomial. In this chapter, what we are going to study? We are going to study about polynomial and the terminology related to it. Then we will study remainder theorem, factor theorem, and their use in factorization. After this we will study algebraic identities. Okay, so today we are going to study polynomial and the terminology related to it. So you have to study the chapter thoroughly, and you have to write the underlined and highlighted words in your notebook. So polynomials in one variable. Let us begin by recalling that a variable is denoted by a symbol that can take any value. And by what letters do you represent the variables? By x, y, and z. We always use x, y, z to represent the variables. Variables are the something whose value changes. For example, 2x, 3x, x, minus 1 by 2x are all algebraic expressions. Then x is a variable. All these expressions are of the form of constant multiplied by the variable. Okay, expressions is represented by constant multiplied by a variable. Variable are represented by a letter x, y, and z. Okay, and we write the constant as abc, और हम abc से क्या लिखते हैं? Constants को लिखते हैं. We use abc to write the constants, and we write x, y, z as variables. So the expression becomes ax, where a is the variable and x is the constant and x is the variable. Then however there is a difference between a letter denoting a constant. दोनों में difference होता है constant में और variable में. The value of constant remains same throughout particular situation. Constants की value same रहती है, and the value of variable keep on changing. So you have to write what do you mean by constant, what do you mean by variable. They are letters. Now here you can see two examples in which you are watching the picture of square. Then the side of square is 3 centimeter. Then you can find the perimeter. But if we change the side, means side is the variable. So as you change the side of the square, your area as well as the perimeter will go on changing. So you can say side is the variable. Now what are the terms? Suppose this is a expression, then x square and 2x are the terms. X square and 2x are the two terms. Okay, and what do you mean by the coefficient? Coefficient means the number in front of the variable. For example, in minus x cube, so if we talk about the coefficient of x, then it is minus 1, and if we talk about 4x square, then the coefficient is 4, And if we talk about 7x, then it is 7, and minus 2 is the constant. So coefficient means the number which is in multiply of the variable, Fine. Then we come on constant polynomials. Constant polynomials are those which do not have the variable x. Okay, there will be no presence of x. The constant polynomial is 0 is called the zero polynomial. The constant polynomial 0 is called the zero polynomial. Fine. Then you have a polynomial can have finite number of terms. Okay, it will have the finite number of terms. Polynomials having one term, if there is only one term, then it is called a monomial. Mono means 1. Okay, 2x, 2, 5x cube, minus 5x square, y and u4 are all these examples of monomials. Now in these examples you are watching that these have the two terms. Terms are separated by the sign of plus and minus. जो terms होती हैं वो plus और minus के sign से separate होती हैं. तो यहाँ पर आपने क्या देखा that there are two terms. So polynomials having only two terms are called binomials. Bi means 2. 3 terms are called trinomials. Tri means 3. Okay. And the highest power of the variable is called the degree. अगर question में degree आए then highest power is known as the degree, and the degree of non-zero polynomial is 0. So here you can see the degree. Find the degree of each of the polynomials. So here the highest power is 5, so the degree is 5. Here the highest power is 8, so degree is 8. Here it is a constant polynomial, so constant polynomial has degree 0. If there is one degree 1 है, then it is called a linear polynomial. For example, 4x plus 5, 2y, t plus root 2, 3 minus u. But if the degree is 2, here you are watching the degree is 2, highest power is 2, then a polynomial of degree 2 is called a quadratic polynomial. And if the polynomial of degree 3, here you can see that 3, it is degree is 3, then it is called a cubic polynomial. Now the most important question, what is a polynomial? A polynomial in one variable of degree n is an expression of this form. A polynomial is an algebraic expression of this form where a is the constant and x is the variable, and it can have any number of terms. Okay, and the degree of zero polynomial is not defined. Fine. So now you are able to solve this exercise. Which of the following are polynomial one variable? So yes, this is a polynomial. This is a polynomial. This is not a polynomial as the degree is in fraction. Degree should be in complete number. Here it is not a polynomial because the 2 upon y can be written as 2y minus 1. Degree is negative, not possible. And here the polynomials are in 3 variables. Okay. So here the degree is in not in whole number. Here the degree is in integer. यहाँ पे integer हो रही है, whole number में होनी चाहिए. Write the coefficient of x square. So here you can see that coefficient of x square is 1. Here it is minus 1. Here it is pi by 2. And here 0. Okay. Give one example. So any example you can frame. You have to prepare a binomial. Binomial means 2 terms. You can take this example. And the degree you have to create 35. Monomial you have to make. Monomial. Suppose this is a monomial. But degree you have to take 100. Monomial has 1 term and binomial has 2 terms. Then the question is write the degree. For the degree you have to watch the highest power. Here it is 3. Here it is 2. Here it is 1. Here it is 0. And then if the degree is 1, it is linear. If quadratic, it is 2. If cubic, it is 3. So what is it? Degree 2. So quadratic 3, cubic 2, quadratic 1, linear 2, quadratic and 3 cubic. Okay. So this is your homework. Write the learning objectives. Do the exercise. Thank you so much. God bless you.